Kabanata 27, Friends. It was a long night for me. Doon pa lang, mas lalo na ako natakot sa epekto nito sa akin. I vowed to myself that I will never experience this again, and I am here now feeling this way. I comforted myself with thoughts that it's all temporary. Whatever it is that I am feeling now are just remnants of my strong feelings before. Sa huli, inisip ko ang anak ko. I am doing this for him. I should start talking to him about it and see if he's ready. Kaya naman bago ako tumulak sa shoot, kinausap ko muna si Jack. I am done with my breakfast and went to his room to wake him up. Nalaman ko kay Nikolai na matagal daw itong natulog kagabi dahil nalibang sa PlayStation kasama ang mga anak ni Claudio. Kumakain ng breakfast si Mami at Nikolai sa dining area. I heard Mom's rant about the new releases of Fendi and Versace. Sinasabayan naman ito ni Nikolai. He's expert in fashion so they click so well. When I opened the door to Jack's room, nagising ko na siya. With tired, sleepy eyes, he tried his best to get up. Naupo ako sa tabi ng kanyang kama at niyakap siya. "Good morning, are you leaving already?" he said in a weary voice. I smiled and kissed his nape. I pulled him down so he could play again. Hinayaan niya naman ako sa ginawa. "I have a shoot, so I'm leaving early. I couldn't wait for you to wake up, so I'm here." He laid in bed again kaya tumabi na lang ako. Yakap pa rin siya. He really looks tired. Nagtaas siya ng kilay at pagilid akong tiningnan. He blinked twice in a slow manner before he commented. "What time will you come home?" "I don't know. Medyo matagal lang shoot. This is for the brand I originally applied the first time we got here, so it's a bit important to me. Want me to buy anything for you?" He shook his head. "Lola, but so many things for me." Itinuro ni Jack ang napakaraming patong-patong na mga paper bag galing sa NBA store, Adidas, Guess, and many more. Suminghap ako nang naisip ulit ang pagwawaldas ni Mami. I should start claiming my fees or I'll go poor here. Ano kayang talent ni Mami na pwede niyang pagkakitaan para naman kahit paano magpapapasok siya ng pera sa accounts namin? "Don't start getting angry at Grandma. She just wants the best for me," banta ni Jack sa akin. I was taken aback by his prediction. Tumawa ako at niyakap ulit ang anak. "I won't. I just don't want her spending so much when we have enough. You still have many clothes, Jack. We have money, but it's limited, so we can't just spend recklessly." "I can't wait to grow more. I'll work and earn so you won't think about that," he said nonchalantly. Ngumiti ako pero agad ding napawi iyon ng pait. "I don't want you to grow up, baby. I want you this way forever." I brushed his hair with my fingers and realized something. Sinong bata ba ang mag-iisip ng ganoon sa murang edad na ito? I am wondering if I talk too much about our lack of funds that all he thinks about is working to help. O talaga bang ganito na siya? "You don't have to work. We just have to be frugal." "No, if I can work, I will," he insisted with no explanations. Natulala ako ng ilang saglit bago siya niyakap at hinalikan sa pisngi. I sighed heavily. He let me cuddle on him without complaint. Tahimik kami ng ilang sandali bago ko sinimulan ang tunay na sadya rito. "Jack, I have something to tell you." Hindi siya kumibo kaya umayos ako at nagkatinginan kami. Kinabahan ako bigla. His no reaction felt like he knew what I was up to. Nag-iwas ako ng tingin saglit bago nagpatuloy. "I've met with your father," sabi ko at pinagmasdan ang reaksyon niya. He couldn't keep a poker face anymore. His eyes widened and his lips parted. Ramdam ko ang pagpipigil niya pero hindi na nakayanan ang pagkamangha. "He doesn't know that you're here." Kakausapin ko pa siya at naghahanap pa ako ng tamang panahon. Unti-unting napawi ang gulat niya. His lips are now in a grim line and he looked away. Kinabahan ako lalo. "Where is he? Where does he live? Is it near?" "I don't really know. I never asked him yet, but I'll find out soon. I'll do my best to finally tell him about you." Hindi ulit siya kumibo. Gusto kong malaman kung ano ang nararamdaman niya. Ngunit hindi ko na kailangan magtanong pa dahil nang nag-angat siya ng tingin at nakitaan ko ng kislap ng luha sa mga mata, parang pinupunit agad ang puso ko. Will you be patient? It won't be easy for all of us. Where did you meet him? Nagtama ang tingin naming dalawa. He looked so serious. At work. You're going to work now. Are you gonna meet him there? Umiling ako at ngumiti. Nope, he doesn't work in field. He's a chemical engineer. Chemical engineer? He mimicked. Kitang-kita ang pananabik sa anak ko. He works for a known brand of consumer goods. I thought he's in the oil refinery. Nagulat ako roon. Hindi ko na maalala kung kailan ko sinagot iyan sa kanya. He was then nursery, I think. How could he remember that? Yes, he is too. From what I've heard, he is also working for a pharmaceutical company. That's a company for research and manufacture of medicine. Marami po siyang trabaho? Kinagat ko ang labi ko. From what I understand, he's just investing his money on the oil refinery now, like what Lolo did back in the days. Jack nodded. When are you going to see each other again? You should text him often. Natawa ako sa sinabi ni Jack. I wanted to explain to him what I'm feeling, but I think that's too much. I know he'll understand whatever my decision will be. But if you don't like that, it's okay. I just want to meet him, know him. Bawi niya. Siguro dahil nakita ang dumaang ekspresyon sa aking mukha kanina. Tumango ako. Thank you, Jack. Yes, you'll meet and know him. He smiled hopefully at that. I smiled back at him. I realized that if I wanted him to meet his father, dapat alam na ni Jack ngayon na nakikita na kami ni Jackson. Gusto kong ihanda niya rin ang sarili niya. Kahit pa alam kong matagal na siyang sabik, iba pa rin na masabihan siya ng ganoon bago ko pa sila ipapakilala. I parked my car in front of the same building the last time. Iginilid ko ang mga mata ko sa parking lot at walang nakitang Jaguar doon. I cleared my throat and started going inside the building. The staff greeted me and led me to the same floor and same place. Una kong tinignan ang Mac counter at nakitang walang tao roon. Hi Amber, kamusta? Tamara Lopez greeted me and started the whole introduction about her expectations for the shoot that day. Nanuyo ang lalamunan ko habang sumusulyap sa cellphone na wala namang mensahe. Pinilit ko na lang na makinig sa mga sinabi sa akin at isinapuso iyon para hindi na sila mabigyan ng sakit ng ulo. We started the makeup. May behind-the-scenes shoot pa. Pagkatapos noon, wardrobe naman. Dahil nakapili na sa simula pa lang, hindi na naging mahirap ang mga sumunod na gagawin. Dumating na rin ang 3 modelo na naroon sa magiging TV ad. Habang inaayusan sila, nagsimula na ang photoshoot ko para sa produkto. The staff were very busy. Every now and then, may dadating at may aalis kaya lagi akong distracted. I look at the doorway to see who came. Sometimes, I realize may umalis lang pala kaya tumunog ang pintuan. Wait lang, may aayusan lang ako sa bandang buhok. Deklara ni Miss Tamara sabay lapit sa akin para ayusan ako. Nagkatinginan kami. She smirked. I took that opportunity to glance at the doorway. You know, may pamangkin ako. Maganda rin siya. Can pass for a model, but it's just not her thing. Before she got married, she received many proposals from men or suitors. Kaya hindi ko ma-imagine kung gaano karami ng sayo, lalo na dahil modelo ka at maraming kilala. I smiled at her. She called for the Stops powder and she did my face. Wala naman po. Oh, you're too humble. Medyo maalam ako sa kalakaran sa industriyang ito. International models receive gifts and offers from big fishes abroad, be it indecent proposals or whatever. Well, it's not part of our job, but it comes with it. Kailangan tanggapin kung ito ang gusto mong field. You just have to learn how to go around it. Sagot ko. You're right. That's sad, but it's the truth. Nagkatinginan kami. She surveyed me before she declared that I'm ready again. Natapos ang paunang shoot. The photographers were pleased by the shots. I'm very happy and comfortable kaya kontento rin ako sa nangyari. Magla-lunch break lang saglit at mag-aayos din ako para sa TV ad na isushoot mamaya. The ad will be shown on Australia and all the Asian countries. It will be subtitled or dubbed for those who are non-English speakers. Pagkatapos kong kumain, inayusan na ulit ako. Panay pa rin ang sulap ko sa malayong pintuan. It was already like a mannerism for me and it sucks. I just can't help it. Ngumisi si Miss Tamara sa huling baling ko sa pintuan. Iniwan kami ng makeup artist dahil kumain muna ito habang siya naman ang nag-ayos ng damit ko. Waiting for someone? Napatulan ako sa tanong niya. Unti-unti kong tinanggap iyon. Obvious naman na kanina niya pa nahahalata ang kilos ko. Hindi ko rin naman kasi maitago. No, itinawa ko na lang ang pagkakaila ko. She laughed too. You know, I don't intend to be nosy but it's all over the industry. Mabilis ang balita lalo na't madalas pala kayong makita nitong nakaraan. My boss is hitting on you, ha? Ngumusa ako at tumitig sa magandang creative director. She's a petite lady with a cute face. I suddenly wonder if she's related to Philomena. But if she's married, that means her husband is the Lopez. Something about her makes me so comfortable. No, I denied it again. It's half true now. She smiled. Natatawa lang ako kasi naisip ko last time, he never goes to shoots. Even skips the assembly sometimes. He's a very busy man. You know, I thought he got his success from his family name, but I've read an article about him dragging himself from the gutter before he got his success. Amazing. Mahirap pala siya noon. Matalino at masipag lang kaya umangat. Naalala ko ang nakaraan niya. He was a simple fisherman back then. He had high ambitions for himself. Nang nabigyan ng pagkakataong umayos ang buhay, sinunggapan niya agad ang oportunidad. He loved me then, but the young and immature Amber didn't like it. I never knew that how opportunities like that mean, especially for him. He didn't wanna lose me, so he chose me and left his work. Nakakahiyang isipin iyon. But that was now in the far past. But he's not here now. Medyo mapait kong dinugtong. Yeah, actually naghanda kami na nandito siya ngayon. Akala ko rin, baka bukas no? Busy lang ngayon. Pagod akong nag-angat ng tingin. Wala rin yun bukas, hindi na yun bibisita sa shoots ko. Her brows shot up with a subtle shock expression. She then combed my hair a bit nang nakitang may magulo sa kabilang side. Then she put on some mild spray to hold the look. Catwalks na lang? Hindi na rin. Nagkatinginan kami ni Miss Tamara sa salamin. Nagtaas siya ng kilay. Pinastad mo? Basag niya sa katahimikan naming dalawa. Suminghap lang ako at sa isang tinginan, napatango na lang si Miss Tamara. Hindi na kailangang kumpirmahin sa salita dahil nakuha niya agad. Mas mahirap sigurong pumili ng partner kung may ko-consider kang feelings ng anak. Plus, some men just won't understand those things, lalo pa sa gaya ni engineer na bachelor at 30 years old? Or is he 31? I don't know. Men like that won't understand responsibilities. Baka matakot lang. Ayoko rin talagang magkaroon ng love life. I've learned my lesson. That's not meant for me. It's bad for me. Natakot ka ng magmahal. Tipid ako ngumiti at tumango na lang. Sa sinabing iyon ni Miss Tamara, mas lalo pa akong naliwanagan. Yes, I told Jackson that I'm not interested because I have moved on. Pero naisip ko rin ang nasabi ni Miss Tamara sa kasulok-sulukan ng isipan ko. Alam niyang may anak ako. He didn't know that Jack is our child. Any man his caliber can find a fine single woman. He doesn't have to settle for a single mom like me. Mabuti na lang din. Wala akong planong mag-asawa. Wala akong planong magmahal. Ayoko na noon. I've seen what love can do to me and it's horrifying. Maghanap na nga lang siya talaga ng iba. Tumating na ulit ang ilang staff. Miss Tamara nodded at me and started orienting them about the next shoot. Tahimik ko naman pinagmasdan ang sarili sa salamin. Pinapagaan ang medyo bumigat na loob. So we started with the shooting of the TV ad. I had 5 takes. I got it in 3, but for safe shots and other angle, we did another 2. Nagpahinga muna ako habang pinagmamasdan ang 3 modelo na sinushoot din ang sa kanila. They were all nervous and tense. I have some tips but given their prejudice of me, I didn't want to sound cocky. Tutal, mukhang bibigyan din naman sila ng tips ng director. Tahimik akong umupo sa mock kitchen counter. Medyo pagod na. The staff were tired too. Pinaglaruan ko na lang ang cellphone ko nang nakita ang reply ni Philly pagkatapos sa isang text ko kahapon. Philly, sino ba yung Kiara na yan? Hindi naman yata. Magtatanong ako. I'll tell you after my research. I just know she's a famous model. Philly, I saw Papa Jax on Hyatt paalis ako ng hotel this morning. He was with a woman. Breakfast ata? Ako, tagal mong mag-reply ha? Busy? Like I care about her second text. Philly, yes, OMG, namit ko yung crush ko kahapon. We had dinner, then after nag-club kami. He's a very good kisser. Oh my! Ako, hay nako, make sure he hands you over his medical certificate. Make sure he's clean. Nakakalibang ang usapan namin pero hindi ako makangiti. Nag-angat ako ng tingin nang may napansing pumasok sa hall. I saw Jax enter the room. He's wearing a dark blue long sleeves, dark maong pants, and brown shoes. His dark wavy hair was combed neatly. Nagtama ang tingin namin at uminit ang pisngi ko. He glided towards the hall and some staff were startled at his appearance. Habang pinagmamasdan siyang palapit, natanto ko palalo kung bakit noon hindi ko maamin na gwapo siya. I then liked boys like Harper who were paper white fair, angelic with an air of badass, vain. Kaya nang unang pagkakataong naisip ko ang anyo ni Jackson, he never got me. He was beautiful in a wild and dangerous way, something that's out of my comfort zone. He had deep manly features, the forehead, the straight nose, the chiseled jaw, high cheekbones, and thin grim lips. He was tall and golden tan. Sa madaling salita, magaspang siya sa lahat ng sulok. Ni mata niya walang halong kalambutan kundi lupit lamang. He was an unconventional beauty for me. I'd look like a lost little girl beside him if we were together. Nararamdaman ko na ganoon din yata ang tingin ng staff niya sa kanya, lalo pa nang nakita kong medyo nataranta na rin si Miss Tamara. She glanced at me. We both looked at each other with straight face, but in the end, her lips curved for a smirk. The models were more nervous than ever. Jack's slow, lazy glide to the room made them stutter. Alam kong siya ang dahilan dahil hindi nakalampas sa akin ang sulyap sa kanya ng mga iyon habang kinukunan ng video. Tumuwid ako sa pagkakaupo at binaba na lang ang cellphone, lalo pa dahil sa huling tingin ko, nakatitig na si Jackson sa akin at palapit na rin sa kinaroroonan ko. Nang nakalapit na, naamoy ko ang mamahaling panlalaking pabango. Bitterness dripped like acid within me, but I strongly stopped it. Itinuko niya ang bisig sa countertop in front of me. Even when sitting on a high chair, he's still taller than me. Napatingin ako sa kanya. My heart boomed when I saw him looking at my chest. Malamlam na mga mata ang tumitig sa aking dibdib at sa isang galaw, inayos niya ang roba kong suot dahil hindi ko na malayang nahulog ang kabila sa aking balikat, revealing my silky dress. Inayos ko rin iyon nang napansin kung ano ang ginagawa niya. It made me more uncomfortable when I saw some staff eyeing us despite the buzz of their work. Are you done? We were far from them so even if we talked normally, nobody would hear us, kahit pa titigan nila kami. Lalo pa dahil maingay ang shoot. No, there's a shoot after that. Hindi ako makatingin sa kanya. I shuddered. Tumayo ang balahibo ko sa batok sa tunog pa lang ng sagot ko. I don't know why. I had a casual meeting this morning, he explained and moved a bit closer to me. Hindi ako kumibo. Masyado na akong kinakain ng kaba ko. He moved closer until his body touched my chair. An idea played on my mind, but I didn't want to assume or anything. Nga lang, habang ganito siya, hindi iyon matatanggal sa isipan ko. Are you hungry? He asked. Umiling ako at sinulyapan siya. Kahit na iba na ang tanong niya, hindi pa rin maalis sa isipan ko ang naunang sinabi niya at ang sinabi ni Philly. Casual meeting with a woman sounds like casual sex last night. Sabi niya, hindi pa raw siya umuwi kagabi, di ba? Tapos biglang nakauwi na pala. Baka nagsisinungaling siya? He probably picked his woman somewhere whatever. Nakakagalit, na high blood ako. I can imagine a dark urn opening. My dark soul is coming out as the angel Amber is trying to shut it with bare hands. Saan ka pala dapat pumunta kagabi bago ako nag-text? Sana tumuloy ka na lang. Nagtanong lang naman ako dahil ayokong may kung anong mangyari. Hirap na hirap akong pakalmahin ang boses. Just a pub on the first floor of my condo's tower. At doon naghihintay ang babae. I'm pushing back my dark soul down the urn now. I'm trying to seal it with my clay pot's cover. I wanted a drink but I decided to have it at home instead, he explained. Humuso ako. Wala nang sinabi pa. Ayaw nang bisitahin ang breakfast dahil lalakas lalo ang madilim kong kaluluwa. But then my sneaky dark soul played a trick that stunned the angel for a moment. And you were with a woman for breakfast this morning, huh? Sumakit ang puso ko sa gulat sa sarili kong sinabi. Parang may natapong malamig na tubig sa likod ko. I dared to look at him. I saw his brow shut up and his lips twisted to hide a sensual smile. How did you know I was with Laurel? He said with an amused tone. Hindi ako nagtanong. Kinuwento lang ni Philly sa akin, iyong kaibigan ko. Nadaanan niya yata kayo. I glanced at him again. Now he looked so amused. He kind of resembled the way he looked on the catwalk when I rolled my eyes at him. His dark and unreasonable aura is spreading around him. Why are you here anyway? Hindi ka naman kailangan dito. You're making your staff nervous with your appearance. Winala ko ang usapan. I am courting a model, he said smoothly. I rolled my eyes slowly bago binalingan ang mga sinushoot na models ngayon. Patapos na sila pero hindi na tuluyang bumaon sa isipan ko iyon dahil sa usapan namin. I have a slight hunch about what he's talking about but I don't want to appear too assuming. Isa pa, ayaw ko naman talaga. Which one? Nakatitig ako sa mga modelo ngayon. Akala ko may isasagot siya pero hindi siya kumibo. I turned to him to see any reaction but he was just smirking dangerously at me. His piercing eyes shot at me mysteriously. My mouth dried, but still I continued my show. The darkness escaping the cursed urn. Basta ako, I told you I'd move on. I have no interest to be in a relationship since I have other priorities. He murmured huskily. Saan diyan ang gusto mong model? Binawi ko na lang sa tanong na ito. He chuckled sexily. Hindi ko na siya nilingon. Which one? I probed more. This one, bulong niya. His hot breath tickled my ears. Kinagat ko ang labi ko at ibinalik na lang ang tingin sa countertop. Bahagyang naiinis sa kanya. Sa gilid ng mga mata ko, nakita ko ang sobrang lapit niya. He even tilted his head just so I could get a glimpse of him. I said I am not interested. Maybe Laurel is, I said bitterly. Hindi ulit siya kumibo. Hindi ko tuloy napigilan ang pagtingin ulit sa kanya. His lips twitched and his eyes were now bloodshot with amusement. Laurel is an executive secretary. He's turning 52 this year. Nagtagal ang tinginan namin. Huli na natanto kong ang dami kong nasabi. Though at least all were casual, hindi halatang may problema ako sa mga ginagawa niya. Excuse me, engineer. Sorry for interrupting Amber, but we need her for some shots. Si Miss Tamara lang ang nangahas na sabihin yon sa kalagitnaan ng tinginan namin ni Jonaxx. Jonaxx licked his lower lip and leered towards Miss Tamara. It's okay, she's ready. Thank you, sir. Uminit ang pisngi ko pagkababa sa upuan. Mabilis akong naglakad patungo sa kanila. When I turned, I saw Jackson watching me with so much amusement. He's trying to be serious though. Nilapitan ako ni Miss Tamara para mag-powder ng konti. Then she sneaked in a whisper. Persistent ha? Kahit busted, nandito pa rin. I gritted my teeth to get a hold of myself. I looked relaxed on the outside, but inside, I am damn panicking. Lalo pa dahil nanonood siya sa mga huling shots ko. He was even on the monitor. Pinakailaman pa ng konti ang mga staff. I will be safe as long as I remind him that I'm not interested with relationships. Titigil din siya. Eventually, he will decide that we can be friends instead, and that will be my happiest moment, for sure.